I'm Leonid. I'm after of Go, a tool used to record your web server's user activity and applying it to your test environments in order to ensure that everything works as expected without actually deploying stuff to production. And in this screencast, I'm going to show you how you can test it in your local machine to understand how it works, so you can use it in future on the server. And first of all, go to the GitHub project page by Go, or you can find this link on our site, gotool.com, and go to releases page. Go provides binaries for the Mac and Linux, but you can compile it by yourself if you want. For now, I'll just download the binary. Actually, I will be cheated and already downloaded it. Let's look. Yeah, I have the binary, I have the archive, I unarchived it, and yeah, it seems like working, but currently it does nothing because, well, to start working with Go, you need to have web server running. And let's start with the simplest web server I could imagine. On the Mac and Linux, you have Python installed and it have built-in web server. I use it actually almost daily. And what it does, it starts simple file server with just exposed list of files. Yeah, simple like this. And as you can see, it also records activity, so we can actually verify that it's working. Next, let's try to record activity of these web servers. You may notice that I am using sudo. It's needed because Go is not a proxy. It's more like traffic analyzer, and to make it work, it requires permissions of super user. You can make it work without ordinary users, and we have instructions in our wiki, but it's not the goal of this screencast. Well, what this command does is that you specified port to listen for activity. As you can see, I listen on all interfaces. I can also specify like localhost or IP or even interface. And output will be just stdout, just console. I just want to see what's happening. Yeah. So let's try to make one more request. And you can see that we have it, and Go sees it as well. So what's happened right now? Go analyzed traffic happening to the web server, detected that this is HTTP traffic, and recorded both request and response. And you may notice that it captures just raw request, raw payload. Well, that's cool. And next, we want to probably try to replicate this activity to another web servers. Let's try to start next second web server, just on another port. And we want all requests coming to this server to be duplicated here. And instead of output dummy, we can just use output HTTP and specify where to replicate traffic. And now let's try make one more request, and we see it here, and it gets duplicated there. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted too. Sometimes it's not really useful or maybe impossible to replicate in real time like this. Instead, you may be wanting to save this request for later in file, upload it to S3 or anywhere you want, and replay them later. For example, in continuous integration, like this. You can use output file, let's call it requests.go, And now let's try to make some activity on the servers. Let's try to look here, there, and let's stop it and view content on the file. Actually, here use text-friendly format. You can. I don't recommend editing it manually. Go have tools to modify it for you, but at least you can view what's happening. You can use all the Unix tools you like to analyze it. So we see all the requests, all the responses. Yeah. You can see that every request have unique ID and every response and request have matching IDs. Yeah, this is time of the request start. This is time difference between request and response. Basically, this is latency. So yeah, we can use this information to do some analytics. Next, let's try to replicate this traffic from the file. And let's output it to the same server. And up, yeah, we see the traffic. Let's try one more time. Yeah, we have it. So, what we learned today? That we learned how to capture traffic from the running web server, how to output it in live mode to do this different environments, how to save it into file and later reply from this file. In the next screencast, I will show you how to filter, modify traffic on the fly as you want, and you can even reply it on the high speed for load testing. Yeah. For today, that's all. Thank you for listening. Hope you like it. Bye bye.